Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Marathon Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray is sponsored by Humminbird, Mercury, Minn Kota, Nitro Boats, Power Pole, Skeeter Boats, Yamaha, Rapala, Bass Pro Shops, Progressive Insurance, Dakota Lithium, and by Toyota. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dave Mercer.
Wow-wee, Capital City, Lake Murray Country, you guys showed out for Championship Sunday. You guys ready for this? Wow, what an incredible tournament we have had since day number one. Unbelievable. We got two events back-to-back here in the great state of sunny South Carolina, and Lake Murray has set the bar very, very hard for next week's event to stay up to. We had anglers crossing this stage and saying, I saw more fish. It's like an aquarium out there in some of those points. Now, they don't all bite, as you guys know, but there's an incredible amount of fish here. And this is probably going to be one of our tightest Championship Sunday weigh-ins. I mean, literally, the entire top 10 was divided by a total of 5 pounds going out this morning. So anybody can win this title here today. And if you've watched Bass Live all day long, who watched Bass Live today? Let me hear from the Bass Live viewers. Every Saturday, Sunday of Elite Series competition, you can watch Bass Live starting at 8 a.m. on FS1. And outside of that, you can see it on Bassmaster.com. But you saw a lot of fireworks going off today. And after a Bassmaster Classic, a record-setting Bassmaster Classic, unbelievable, 164,000 people showed up to Knoxville, Tennessee. So let's hear it for that, Bassmaster fans. An incredible Bassmaster Classic. But if anything was a little light in that Bassmaster Classic, it was fish. Well, we got caught up in a hurry here in the great state of South Carolina. Our Bassmaster Classic champion on Championship Sunday caught 2 bass. Brandon Cobb caught 2 at once this week, ladies and gentlemen. South Carolina showed out in a big way, and I don't know if this is official, but we may have just set a lot of crowd records when we go places. We may have just set a record for the most amount of golf carts in the crowd. So, welcome. This is the third stop of the 2023 Bassmaster Elite Series, and we wouldn't be here without all of the great sponsors that make this possible. And the best way to thank them is when you are here today, before you leave here, thank these booths for bringing this here. Thank them for bringing the Elite Series. It's been a while. It's been 12 years since we've been back here. But I can't wait to come here again in the future because Lake Murray is incredible. Lake Murray Country has been a great host this week. And are you guys ready to weigh some fish? I'm excited for this weigh-in, but before we can weigh any fish, we need to bring out our tournament director, the weighmaster. Get loud for LT, Lisa Talmadge. Lisa, wow, it has been incredible here in Capital City. Lake Murray Country has been, as if the lake wasn't hospitable enough. The locals have been great and a great crowd here. I'm pretty excited to see how this goes down. This is going to be a tight one.
No, I'm super excited, Dave. I mean, look at the crowd we have, great fishing, great weather. Did you guys order that up for us? No, it's been super awesome, and thank you guys so much for your hospitality. But a couple people I do want to thank. Where is Miriam Atreya and Vicki Davis with the Capital Lake Murray Country? Our great host. If we didn't have great hosts like them, we couldn't do this. So thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, Capital City Lake Murray Country. Thank you so much. Also, I want to thank the Dreher Island State Park for having us here. Adam Wyatt, I don't know if he's out here. Thank you so much for all your help. Thanks, Adam. Thank you. This is a huge production. We can't do this without great volunteers. So the South Carolina Bass Nation, they're back here. They've been running around doing all kinds of things for us. So a big shout out to them and my youth director, volunteer coordinator, Tony Gray. Thank you, Tony. Also, the B.A.S.S staff. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you. You guys ready?
It is Championship Sunday. We got cameras all around this place. As you guys know, we're on FS1 and all around the world right now, streaming on Bassmaster.com. So we need to show them that it's not only incredible fishing here in Lake Murray Country. When you come to Capital City, Lake Murray Country, you come for a good time, and you guys can get really, really loud, right? Let me hear some noise. You see all these cameras around here. I always say I'm the world's least likely cheerleader. I'm your hype man here today. They won't give me pom-poms, but they give me this slimy Toyota towel. And when I spin this in the air, I need you to get real, real loud. 1, 2, 3. I think that was pretty good, but I think you guys can do a lot better than that. I need 10 seconds of absolute insanity. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys have been great, but our carts are pretty quiet here. Those things have horns and stuff that we need everybody making noise. One more time, all together. 1, 2, 3. We started with 104 anglers. 50 went out today, or 50 went out yesterday, and 10 went out today. In just a few minutes, we will crown our third Elite Series champion of the season. This is the Marathon Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray. Are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Rolling through first is our Day 2 leader. He is a former FLW Tour Rookie of the Year, an FLW Tour winner. He's a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, and an Elite Series winner looking to be a 2-time Elite Series champion. Had a tough day yesterday, but anything can change here. And if you watch Bass Live, you saw he put on a show today. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. 60 pounds and 9 ounces. And the question is, can anybody climb Mount Fujita, our tournament leader after day number 3? Drew Benton was back. Just had 5 pounds back. But wow, what a day it looks like here. Had 60 pounds and 9 ounces. He needs 5 pounds even to take the lead. He's got that. 5 fish, all alive, flippity flop. What has he got? 26 pounds, 7 ounces. 26.7. And that is a brand new VMC monster bag, the biggest bag of the tournament on the final day, Championship Sunday, here at the Marathon Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray Country. 87 pounds even, the biggest bag of the tournament. Going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Definitely going to take that over for the day. Needs to be better than 7'11" to take it over for the tournament. 6'4", not going to do that, but you're leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day. And man, the final day of the tournament, and you just weighed in the biggest bag of the tournament, our VMC monster bag of the tournament. And wow, what a day. Watching you today has been incredible.
Man, I don't know what to say. It's the dangest thing. Best day of fishing I've had in a long time. I got to thank Brock Mosley. He kind of keyed me into a little deal down the lake at Shab. We're spawning on some rocky banks, and he told me in the bag line yesterday that was how he caught them, and I was able to run down there and get a good start. And then before I went looking, and then I was always able to find me a couple females each day. And today I found a 6 and a 5 and caught them, and that's what made that mega bag today. And I thank you a ton, Brock. I can't thank my family and my sponsors and everybody who texts me and supports me. I really appreciate it. My wife actually wrote me a note this morning, and I don't know if I can read it to y'all without crying, but I'm gonna try. And it was on time. When I was struggling, it says, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, Philippians 4:13. Jesus replied, what is impossible with a man is possible with God, Luke 18:27. Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible, Matthew 19:26. Jesus replied, truly I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but also you can say to this mountain, go throw yourself into the sea, and it'll be done. Matthew 21:21. I love you so much. Give this to God, and He will give Him the glory. That was on time today when I was kind of doubting myself, and I struggled yesterday. I was so angry at myself for not catching them yesterday, and that just brought me out of a bad place, and I appreciate her.
Yesterday, as you said, you struggled. I mean, no matter what way this works out, I mean, you obviously did your job today, did your job the first 2 days of the tournament. Yesterday is, if it doesn't go your way, it's going to end up being your Achilles heel this time around. How frustrating was it today to be culling 4-pounders after having 14 pounds yesterday?
It was frustrating, but man, it was a blast too. You can't be disappointed. I had a great day. I did my job today, and however it shakes out, it's however it shakes out. But I had a ton of fun. Lake Murray is awesome. I hope we get to come back. The people here are great. I'm glad you guys showed up today. The crowd's awesome. We appreciate this so much. These weigh-ins wouldn't be nothing without you guys, and this lake is something special.
Sure is. He's not going anywhere. He's going to load our Yeti hot seat. And the whole goal is to stay there as long as possible. I mean, if you can stay all the way till Koya Fujita comes up, it'll be him. The longer you stay there, the more you get paid. Cozy?
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Yeah. There's a water there for you, too. So kick back, relax. Let's get our next angler. He is from the great state of South Carolina. He is a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Century Club member, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Greenwood, South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. Started the day with 60 pounds and 11 ounces due to the incredible job Drew Benton did. He needs to have a giant day here to take the lead. 5 fish here today, looking for 26 pounds, 6 ounces, 21 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into second place with 81 pounds, 13 ounces. South Carolina, he represents you all year long. Get loud for your very own, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. $81 pounds, 13 ounces, and that's an incredible weight no matter where you go. But after the show put on by Benton here today, man, tough guy to beat here, but man, you got to be happy with this week, and this is the first event in South Carolina. You get to go to another one next week.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Of course, I had to weigh in after Drew. Probably the biggest bag of the day, and then I weighed next with little 21 pounds. But it was, I figured it would take around 80 pounds when this tournament. I was way under because this lake's fishing unbelievably. I caught so many fish this week. My hands are raw. I was having trouble. Actually, I don't know if it was on live yesterday. My hands are so raw I couldn't hold on to them. I caught like a 4-pounder, and I dropped him on the back deck and had to swan dive on him in the splash well in the back. I don't know if anybody saw that. If not, I shouldn't have said anything because nobody would have known. But it's been a blast this week, catching a lot of fish on Yozuri jerkbait and a couple homemade Blade Runner I make. And it was a blast. Yesterday I caught probably 50-plus fish, caught 30 to 50 today. It was a little bit slower, but caught 2 at one time yesterday. You can't complain about it. It was a blast, and I think it put me in the lead of AOI. So that was the goal: be consistent all year. And now we get to go Santee, another lake I'm a little familiar with, not as much as here, but ready to get after there and see. I want to thank my family for coming out, my mom, dad, my wife, Amy. She's somewhere out there. I don't see them, but they're out there somewhere. And also, I've got to give a shout-out. My buddy at home's watching, and he's been telling me for 5 years I have to give him a shout-out on stage. My buddy JJ, been my best friend since we're 5 years old. You got your shout-out. You can't give me crap anymore for it.
Let South Carolina help us. Everybody in the count of three, we just want you to say, what up, JJ? Okay, 1, 2, 3. He can never give you crap for the rest of his life.
Nope, that was enough shout-outs for the rest of my fishing career.
You are leading Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. You're also leading Phoenix Boat's Big Bass of the Year, which is a $10,000 bonus. And you got to kind of believe, looking at our schedule, that next week, if it's going to get beat, that's the most likely chance. And you got a shot to obviously catch a bigger one. But, man, you have an incredible season. I mean, a lot of bonuses online and obviously Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year title.
Yeah, I had an 8-12 at Okeechobee. So I've been every tournament, I'm like, God, somebody weighs a big one. Like, don't be 8-13. Don't be 8-13. And the only one, looking at the schedule, is Santee. That's kind of a little scary about it. I don't know. Somebody will probably catch an 8-14 smallmouth just because I got it. But we'll see when we go north. But, yeah, I hope that one holds up. And, yeah, it's been a great year so far. Probably the best start I've ever had in my fishing career. So ready to get after it and see what we can do next week.
Congrats on another great one. We look forward to seeing you just a few hours up the road. South Carolina, it's not over. We have another one of your native sons. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Aiken, South Carolina, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Jay Willie started the day with 60 pounds, 11 ounces. 5 fish here today. Because the incredible day by Drew Benton, he needs 26 pounds and 6 ounces. 5 fish here today, 19.6, gives him 80 pounds and an ounce. He moves into third place currently. Just 7 pounds short of the overall lead held by Drew Benton, who went out in 10th place here this morning. But get loud for Jay Willie. $80 pounds and an ounce. It's an incredible tournament. I mean, 20-pound average, obviously an incredible tournament. But, man, South Carolina showed out in a big, big way here this week.
Hey, man, look at this crowd. That's how we do it in South Carolina. Man, this is awesome. What an awesome crowd. But even more, this is such an awesome lake. I just remember as a kid coming up here and, you know, it's always been a good lake, but I've never seen it fish this good. When you come to Lake Murray, and Drew's got 87 pounds, I think you said. That's just incredible. And hats off to all the people that fish this lake. Thanks for taking care of it. Thanks to all my family for coming out, my sponsors. Without them, I wouldn't be here. It's just one of those deals. You go out there and you catch 20 pounds a day on your home lake, and it let the chips fall where they may.
You got to be happy with this one. And the best news is you're not leaving your state. You're going to Santee next, and I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's another big fish factory. You know, I'm so proud of Bass for coming to South Carolina. The South Carolina guys don't get to come here very often, so it feels really good to be home. Thanks for all the support, the text messages. You guys rock.
So do you. Congrats on another great one. And let's keep them rolling through. After 2 days, he thought he was out, but we pulled him back in. He made the top 50 and then made a giant charge yesterday in a 2-way tie for the VMC Monster Bag of the day yesterday, 26 pounds and an ounce. He is a 9-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. $60 pounds and 11 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 26 pounds and 6 ounces. 5 fish here today. 19 pounds, 14 ounces. Gives him 80 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into third place currently. a great finish, and he battled back to not thinking he was making the day 2 cut to being all the way through here to Championship Sunday for Bernie Schultz. Get loud for Bernie Schultz, ladies and gentlemen. 80 pounds and 9 ounces. And Bernie, man, this tournament, I know every time you go out on Sunday, the goal is to try and seal the deal and hold the title. But with what Drew did, you can't feel like, you cost this title or anything. But also to be standing here when just 2 days ago you kind of figured, I'm not going to make the cut. To battle back in this event shows, number one, how incredible of a competitor you are, but also how incredible this body of water is.
Yeah, it's insane how good this lake is. Right at the end of the day, I found a school of fish, and it was like bone fishing. They were cruising this sand flat, and I caught 5 of the 7 that were there. They just kept moving around. I keep leading them, and kind of that's fun when you do that for me anyway. But yeah, Florida did good in this tournament, and we did Florida proud. It's an awesome lake. The people, I got to thank some people. Ed and Sharon Walker put us up all week, and just awesome. Me and Cliff Prince stayed with them, and their whole neighborhood, just fine people. And my brother and his wife are here. That shocked me. I'm going to probably cry here in a minute. But anyway, he came up from... I love my brother.
We love having you here on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Bernie, and it's been inspiring watching this week unfold to you, and I know you got to be looking forward to next week, another great fishery.
Yeah, it's good. It really is. I don't know what to say. I've had a top 10 there 2 times ago, and I like the lake this time of year. It suits my style. It's right in my wheelhouse, and so hopefully I can get another check and keep climbing the leaderboard for the Classic. That's the plan.
Love to get you back to another Bassmaster Classic and go see that family out there. Let's hear it for Bernie Schultz. We've met one, Drew. Let's meet the other. The other star of the cut line. He is a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year. He's a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. Next week, he will try to defend his title on Santee Cooper Lakes. He is an Elite Series champion from Georgia, Drew Cook. Oh, boy. Looks like Cook found himself a swamp donkey here today. What a tournament he has had. Tough second day, but rallied into this thing with what was formerly the VMC Monster Bag of the tournament until your roommate and co-host took it from you. 5 fish here today. Had 61 pounds, 3 ounces. Needs 25-14 to take the lead away from his roommate. 20 pounds, 4 ounces with 81 pounds, 7 ounces. Not going to take the lead, but ladies and gentlemen, another great finish here for Drew Cook. Going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'4", 6'6", so he takes Phoenix Boats Big Bass away from his roommate. And you guys host a YouTube channel where the show's called The Cut Line, and you show the behind the scenes of bass fishing. And I got a feeling that this upcoming episode's going to be a pretty good one.
It really and truly will show you the ups and downs of what we do. Yesterday afternoon, after Benton's day yesterday, it just shows you how volatile all this is and how close you were and how far you were. And just thinking back, what if, but, it was a great week. I enjoyed this place. This place is awesome. Day 2, obviously, if I wish I could go back and do it again, but the key was to just keep going. Fish new water and look for new fish, and if you covered enough, you would find, a couple females. And today I found 2 females, caught 1. But I was sight fishing using a quarantine crawl and a fighting frog all week, 22 and 20-pound sunline shooter, Dobbins rods. That's my favorite way to fish. That's how I've won before, and that's Benton's favorite way to fish. That's what we grew up doing, and I'm I'm pumped. I'm going to tackle him off the stage if he wins this thing. But we're looking forward to next week. You know, obviously Santee Cooper is really special, and I think we're going to get to do a little bit more of this there. My wife and little boy came up today, and they're going to stay all next week. So I'm glad to have them with me. It's hard, you miss your kids whenever you do this bad, but looking forward to it. I'm ready to see how this shakes out, and either way, it was a good event for the Cut Line crew.
Great event for both of you. Congrats on another good one. We look forward to seeing you next week. We are 5 anglers down. We've got 5 more to go, and this is working out pretty good so far.
So far, so good. Keep weighing them.
All right. Don't waste any time, but this one a very, very scary one. 15 Bassmaster top 10s. 9 FLW Tour wins. He's a former Forest Wood Cup champion, a 2-time Bassmaster winner, and a 5-time Classic qualifier from DeBerry, Florida, John Cox. The Berkeley Pro from DeBerry, Florida, had 61 pounds and 8 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 25 pounds, 9 ounces. 20 pounds, 5 ounces. Puts him in second place with 81 pounds and 13 ounces. Get loud for John Cox. 81.13. And that is a phenomenal weight for this body of water. I mean, you should win most tournaments, but then again, Drew Benton caught him pretty good too.
Yeah, this place was incredible. I mean, I hope we somehow get it on the schedule every year. We should come back here. This place is amazing. Crowd's amazing. Everybody that lives on this lake that I've fished around their dock, they've been so nice, coming out, waving, talking. I didn't get yelled at once this whole week, so it was awesome. And man, all week, you know, I kept pretty much 3 main rods I threw. I had the Berkeley Cane Walker, threw that around a bunch, and then mixed it up with the Berkeley General and the Power Bait Jerk Shad. And those are like my main key baits all week. And man, our schedule is so incredible. I mean, we're going to go from here to Santee, and man, I can't wait. I know a bunch of us are ready to go and start practice tomorrow.
The cane walker you talked about, you weren't the only one throwing it. I mean, but why is it to seem to be a bait that just gets a bigger than average bite?
I just love throwing it because, you know, it's top water, and it's just, you know, you can cover a lot of water with it, and it just calls up big ones. I mean, it's probably my number one top water bait that I've caught the most big fish, you know, in my life with. And, yeah, I love that thing. And, man, I got to thank my wife. We left Oklahoma, another tournament. She drove me 15 hours to here so I could get a full practice in. So, I mean, without that, I wouldn't have made the top 10 because I wouldn't have got the full practice. And I really needed it here this week. And, yeah, so thanks, babe. And my kids, Nan, Lil, and my other kids, Adam and Alyssa, back home. Miss you guys. I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks, I guess. I think like 6 weeks.
Well, I mean, a great tournament, great momentum going to Santee Cooper Lakes. You got to be excited about that.
Oh, yeah. You know, everything's going really well. You know, I'm running around in the Crestliner, got my Battleborn batteries, trolling motor on high everywhere, you know, and then pushing that thing around with my giant 250 Mercury on there. It's just, everything's just kind of flowing so well, you know. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky and win one of these one day.
I don't think it's a question of if. It's just a question of when. Let's hear it for John Cox, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got next? 14 Bassmaster top 10s. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's a Bassmaster Open winner. All the way from Osaka, Japan, Kenta Kamira. 61 pounds, 8 ounces. And unbelievably, because of what Benton did here today, he needs 25 pounds, 9 ounces. 5 fish. 17 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 7th place with 78 pounds and 10 ounces. A great finish all the way from Japan. And catching him in a big, big way here at Lake Murray Country. Get loud for Kenta Kimura. Kenta, 78 pounds, 10 ounces. You're in 7th place, the top 10. Nothing wrong with that. And, man, you really battled back after day number 1, having a tough day. What place were you in after day number 1?
I started with 69, so I'm sure I'm happy about, I'm here fishing today. And, I'm pretty sure I had enough blow up and bite to win this thing. Just, I've been thrown the little tiny profile bait, which is a Jackal Liza bait. And that bait is designed for surface, I guess, but I just figured them up. I had to slow roll that thing just an inch under the surface to get them bite. And I didn't catch much until noon today. That they really get it started up in this afternoon, and had a bunch blow up, but just couldn't hook it. That's kind of risk I'm playing with, so I just can't complain about it.
Great finish, and another great tournament ahead next week. Was it that one technique that the Jackal Riser that you caught them all on? Is that what turned this tournament around after day number 1?
Yes, that's what I figured out in the second day morning, because I was chasing the same school on day 1. Was it just a top water bait or all kind of reaction bait, but it never could work right. So just change, dig through all my tackle boxes and trying pretty much everything I had. Then that was the only one that really works good for me.
Work good. You're going to get a great payday, and then you don't need to leave South Carolina. We'll see you next week at Santee Cooper Lakes.
Yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing there, but I'm trying to pick them up like I did this time. Hopefully, trying to finish top 50. So.
Yeah, well, start to figure out that puzzle tomorrow morning at first light. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A great finish. There's only 3 more anglers left.
Yep.
You want me to keep going?
Bring them on.
This one from the great state of South Carolina. An incredible young career. This is his 19th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club, a 4-time Bassmaster winner from Summerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. 62 pounds and 8 ounces to start the day. Woo! 62 pounds, 8 ounces. He's got 5 fish. Needs 24 pounds and 9 ounces. 21 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 2nd place with 83 pounds and 9 ounces. Just 3 pounds and 8 ounces short of the overall lead. £83, 9 ounces, and that's an incredible weight. At the beginning of the tournament, if I'd have said you're going to weigh an 83.9, you probably would have took that right away. I mean, and took your chances. So you can't be upset with how this one worked out. And, man, like I said at the beginning of the week, this could be a pretty lucrative couple of weeks for you.
Absolutely. If I would have took 20 a day, to be honest, at the beginning of the week, I mean, fishing here is so good, it barely took 20 a day to get in the top 10. I mean, it took 17 pounds a day to just make the top 50. This lake is absolutely filled with them right now. I can't believe the weights. I mean, 26 pounds in April. I mean, these are some big bags of fish. I mean, it's hard when that many people don't get excited over 21 pounds. 21 pounds on Murray is usually pretty dang good. But truly, I had a blessed week. Fishing was phenomenal. I caught a bunch of fish, and I caught them how I wanted to catch them. I fished the points. I didn't fish the bank. Herring spawn is one of my favorite things to do, hands down. I love to run and gun, and that's how I like to catch them. Me and my buddy Geddes Brandon won that tournament and back in college when we were here. But truly, thanks to all my family for being here, all my friends and family for their support, all my sponsors, Falcon and Yamaha.
just a great week. Cannot complain. Now I get to go home, sleep in my bed, get to play with my dogs tonight. Hey, and we start practice tomorrow on Santee Cooper. And these weights were good. Those weights might be a little bit better, so y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Going to be a fun one. Congrats on another great event. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Represents you all year long. And then there were 3. 2 left away. He is a former motocross racer, and if you watch Bass Live here this week, he has battled adversity. Things that shouldn't happen just keep happening and has been working out right so far. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. Oh, boy, this could get very, very interesting. Started the day with 64 pounds and 3 ounces. Left the dock in second place this morning. He is looking for 22 pounds, 14 ounces as he tries to win his first ever Elite Series event. Looking for 22-14. 5 fish all alive. 21 pounds, 4 ounces. 21-4. He moves into second place, just 1 pound, 10 ounces short of the overall lead with 85 pounds, 7 ounces. Get loud. Abu Garcia Pro, Hunter Shryock had an incredible tournament, and with 85-7, man, it's unbelievable to think that this title is not going home with you. 85-7. An incredible weight. We're going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats. A big bass today needs to be better than 6'6" to take it away from Drew Cook. 6 pounds, 14 ounces, and a brand new Phoenix Boats big bass of the day. And, man, watching you, I mean, I think we all kind of agree. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Bassmaster's social media. You may have had the catch of the year this morning, and it's hard to believe because every day I feel like I'm talking to you about the same things, but I'm watching you, the way you fished this week, and the stuff you battled through, man, it was pretty inspiring and pretty incredible to watch.
Absolutely. You know, you guys witnessed it, and that's what I've been fishing around this whole week, and it's just kind of evolved. The first day was definitely all the Berkeley Chapo, the 105. Got it done. I had 22.5 pounds in like an hour, and then the next day I caught some off docks, and I didn't get as many bites. And then the next day it was more docks, and then today it was all docks. And when I say this much water, those fish were in that much water. That 7-pounder had me wrapped around 3 different posts, up under, had to reach under. If I didn't have 10-pound Berkeley trilene on, fluorocarbon line, I would have never got her out. You guys witnessed it. It seesawed me. It was a complete circus. But, you know, the good Lord blessed me this week. I made a little bit work a lot because I had about a mile-long stretch, and there were just little key stretches in between that really, really paid off. And, you know, all week long, I lost 2 fish that mattered, and that's going to happen. There's everybody in the top 10 lost fish. Drew Britton caught all of his or a lot of them to put himself in that position, and you know that's all we can do. So I'm super happy with what happened today. Caught everything that bit, and you know that was my goal, to go out there and execute. And man, it's a phenomenal fishery. I can't get enough of Lake Murray.
I think most of the anglers, or all the anglers in the field, echo your statements on that. I mean, I don't remember a tournament where we've had as many anglers pleading to come back on the stage, you know, through the entire tournament. But, man, being this close, how much does this motivate you going into Santee Cooper Lakes?
You know, absolutely. This is my best finish yet. I didn't even think I was going to be close. I knew I needed to have that 23, 24 pounds to get it done. So, you know, just to finish second, it is what it is. Like, that's still a great finish, but absolutely it's motivating. You know, it's just to get up here, and it's just a step in the right direction to be on the top spot. You know, that's what we all aspire to do, and it doesn't happen very often. You don't get these many opportunities throughout the years. So, you know, we got one, and we'll just keep trying to get after more opportunities and see what happens. Santee Cooper's awesome, but gosh dang, Lake Murray is on fire. I hope we keep coming back. Y'all just sign a contract for the next 10 years. We'll be good.
I sure hope we do ourselves. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. And you started in 10th place, and worst case scenario, you are in second, but maybe even better than that. How are you feeling now, Drew Benton?
I'm still pretty nervous.
This guy, you know, he's pretty accomplished. One of the most highly touted rookies coming into this, and this is only his third event, and it's his second top 10.
Yeah, he's got more electronics on his boat than my house is probably worth, too.
That could be true. You want me to roll him through?
Bring him home.
Let's get him heading this way. Only his third Bassmaster event. 26 years old. He is already a 4-time Angler of the Year in Japan. A 6-time winner in Japan. His third Bassmaster event. His second top 10. He is your current leader in the Rookie of the Year race. And the question is, can anybody conquer Mount Fujita? Get loud for Koya Fujita! £65 and 8 ounces, and what a start to his career. We're about to crown a champion, and a great champion, whichever way this goes. 65 pounds, 8 ounces he had the start of the day. He's got 5 fish. He needs 21 pounds, 9 ounces. Looking for 21.9. 18 pounds, 6 ounces. Benton battles back and is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Benton battles back and is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Man, yesterday, to 14 pounds yesterday after leaving that morning with the lead in this tournament. I know you had to feel like this, it's gone. I missed my opportunity. I mean, you just slid into the top 10 in 10th place, but all the way from 10th to the top, and you were a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. How does that feel, Drew Benton?
That's pretty awesome, man. I didn't know what to expect today. Just went fishing and hoped for the best. And like I said, you know, Brock put me on a good deal down the lake where I got a good start, and then I went and hunted up 2 big ones and just played out perfectly. And I give all the glory to God.
You have had an incredible Elite Series career before this, but this last 2 years for sure, it feels like you have been knocking. I mean, the amount of top 10s he has made, you've been knocking on this door for a long, long time. How good does it feel to finally kick it open?
Man, it feels great. You know, I think I've just settled down and I realize that this is what I do. This is me now. I fish for a living. And, you know, I used to have to go back home, and I was a longshoreman. I worked down there on the cargo docks when I would go back home in between elite events and when I started my career. And no better motivation in the world than having to go work in a sweaty, hot ship whenever you want to be out here fishing. And so I just had to keep grinding and keep figuring out a way to do this full time, and now I am, and I'm just super thankful and blessed to be able to do it.
It's a lot of fun to watch you. You ready for this trophy?
I'm ready.
Let's make this official. We'll welcome Lisa Talmadge back again to do the handoff. He started the day in 10th place. Benton battles back and becomes a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. The Marathon Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray belongs to Drew Benton. From 10th to the top of our leaderboard, we started with 104, 50 went out, 10 went out today, and now there is one. That one is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. How good does this feel to hold that trophy finally?
Man, it feels great. I didn't, you know, when you go 5 years without doing it or without sealing the deal and winning one, you kind of question yourself if you can still do it. And it just feels great. Where's my wife?
You might have questioned yourself, but your family didn't question you. Let's bring out your wife and brand new baby, ladies and gentlemen. Team Benton. How hard has he worked for this, and how tough is it to sit and watch? I mean, he's fishing all day, but you're watching this. How nerve-wracking was today?
It's nerve-wracking, and he's just, he's grinding out there, and I know he's doing everything he can, and we just put it in God's hands, and I just knew it was going to happen.
Well, truly an inspiration, and man, you're a two-time Elite Series champion. A lot of events left ahead of you, and why not just go back-to-back next week?
Man, I'm just looking forward to Santee. I love that place. It, it just fits my style, and it's a fun place. It's got giants in it. I'm just looking forward to get back on the water tomorrow and figuring it out.
Proud of you, man. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Benton battles back and becomes a two-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. The Marathon Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray belongs to Drew Benton. The biggest bag of the tournament on Championship Sunday, our VMC Monster bag of the tournament. And he battles all the way from 10th place to the top of the leaderboard, becoming a two-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion and proving big bass, big stage, big dreams. And no matter how tough it is getting there, you can always overcome. And Drew Benton did it right here in beautiful Lake Murray country.